station. The platform is on the left side in the grid for travel. Please do not open any external doors or gates. Today, we ask that you remain on board the train in your allocated seat while we make the next stop.
Evacuation procedures. Data including capsules cannot be used for any reason without today. School holidays at the moment, please remain in your allocated territory. Once again, please do not block aisles and doorways for staff and other customers.
Nobody's going to like doing a board.
She's gonna carry on. No, I'm teasing.
Yeah.
And I'd like a coffee, thank you. No white, with no sugar. Why would you do that? No, you go first.
There are magnificent views from this part. If you look out toward the horizon, you may see the outline of clear to be infected with the disease in the hope of finding a cure. Digging these tunnels using just picks and shovels. To add to the hardship, the men had to supply their own tools.
Canopy so they wouldn't get wet. The noise of the water rushing over the falls at the time caused all speeches to be
The use of drones or non-pilot or other non-pilot devices.
I know that way. Oh, he's hers.
Noch eins haben wir versucht. Nee, heute nicht. Müssen wir nächste Woche nochmal hinlaufen. Da kommst du nicht hin. Oder nur wenn du Bergsteiger bist.
I said to Australia, do not leave it.
And on the map, so you're coming, it's still moving, right? And no, safe. I love your friends, mate. We used to have them.